In Korea, a famous web novel called 3 Ways to Survive the Apocalypse used to be extremely popular, but after 10 years and over 1,000 chapters, it only had one reader left. Doja started reading it in middle school and kept reading it as an adult. In the story, the protagonist Jung Hyuk faces countless hardships sent by the gods as the world nears collapse. His companions die one by one, but he's always determined to grow stronger. Doja finds this inspiring, and rereading the novel helped him push through his high school years while he was bullied by cruel classmates. After finishing school, he went to an average college, worked a few ordinary jobs, and joined a big company on a temporary contract. Today, that contract ends, and so does the novel. After finishing his final shift, Doja reads the last chapter and feels disappointed by the ending because Jung Hyuk is the only survivor. He decides to send a message to the author, saying that the story's ending is terrible. On the train, Doja bumps into his coworker Sa, whose contract also ended that day. Their chat is interrupted by their former boss, who keeps hitting on Sa even though she keeps rejecting him. Luckily, he gets off at the next stop. At that moment, Doja is surprised to receive a reply from the author. The message thanks Doja for reading until the end and admits that he was the only reason the novel was completed. The author adds, "If you hated the ending, you can try writing your own when the service starts at 7 p.m. Suddenly, the train shakes and stops. A voice echoes through the speakers. The free service of Planetary System 8612 has ended. The paid service will now begin. Doja checks his phone. It's exactly 7 p.m. Then he realizes, this is exactly how the novel starts. A creature from Korean folklore, a dokaebi, appears on the train. When a passenger insults it, the creature shoots him in the head with a beam of light. The man dies instantly, and everyone panics until the dokaebi silences them with a terrifying expression. It announces that the gods have decided humans are wicked beings who deserve punishment. Every person will face stages, and how they survive will decide their fate. Holograms appear around the train, explaining the first stage. Within 10 minutes, each person must kill one or more living organisms in the car. Those who succeed will earn 300 coins. Those who fail will die. The Dokaibi also says that constellations will be watching. As the countdown begins, the passengers realize they can't escape. The doors are sealed by a force field. Panic spreads and people begin to fight each other. A woman tries to run, but she can't get out. Then Doja notices something shocking. Jung Hyuk, the protagonist from the novel, is among the passengers. Doja realizes they're now living inside the story. A giant monster appears from the river, striking the train and throwing everyone around. Remembering the rules from the novel, Doja recalls that the target doesn't need to be human, any living creature will do. A boy named Gil-young has an ant farm, so Doja takes it and gives some ants to Sa. When Doja crushes an ant, a hologram appears. You have earned 300 coins. Now everyone pays attention. He tells the others to do the same, but there aren't enough ants for everyone. Steals the farm, and chaos breaks out again. Doja sees a man beating an old woman and recognizes him as Namwoon, a villain from the novel. Doja tries to protect the woman, but Namwoon attacks him. Doja uses his coins to increase his strength and punches Namwoon across the car. But Namwoon activates his Dark Awakening skill and easily overpowers him again. When the ant farm breaks, Doja smashes the egg tube, earning thousands of coins. He upgrades his stats, dodges Namwoon's attacks, and defeats him. When Namwoon begs for mercy, Doja refuses, saying he doesn't deserve to be in this story. As the timer nears 0, Doja helps the old woman crush an ant to save her life, but it escapes. When time runs out, everyone who failed dies instantly, including the old woman. The Dokkaebi reappears and congratulates the 17 survivors. Now the constellations, powerful beings who watch the stages, want to sponsor them. Everyone must choose one, but Doja refuses, knowing the danger of that choice. Suddenly, the train tilts as a river monster drags it down. A soldier named Yoon-sung tries to open the doors, and Doja recognizes him from the novel. He helps Yoon-sung activate a skill to boost his strength, and together they open the door and save the others. Doja rescues Gil-young too. As the survivors escape, a new stage begins. They must cross the bridge. The monster smashes part of it, creating a huge gap. The Dokkaebi drops corpses from the train to chase the survivors as undead. Doja and Yunsung fight hard but are soon surrounded. Then Sa activates her ability, creating a web bridge so everyone can cross. Doja warns them about the poisonous gas that's coming and leads them to the subway station. But he remembers that in the novel, Jung-hyuk dies there fighting a dragon. Jung-hyuk later resets time, meaning everyone else dies permanently. To survive, they must keep him alive. Jung-hyuk appears and confronts Doja, demanding to know why Namwon died early. Doja pretends to have a prophecy skill and warns him about the future. Jung-hyuk doesn't believe him and drops him into the river. Inside the monster's stomach, Doja meets the Dokkaebi, whose name is Bihyung. Using clever words, he convinces Bihyung to make a contract with him, reminding it that the constellations love watching him. The stomach fills with acid, and Doja blocks the ducts using spikes he buys from the shop, killing the monster. He retrieves the monster's nucleus and trades it for a rare item, Faith. Bihyung gives him a starter pack, including a mask. Doja puts it on to protect himself from the gas and collapses on the shore, ignoring the flood of sponsorship offers. Later, he finds 3 girls in a store. 2 are dead, 1 barely alive. A monster smashes through the window, and Doja rescues the survivor, Hee-won, carrying her to the subway. Inside, he meets a group of thugs who abused Hee-won before. Spending coins on strength, Doja defeats them easily. As they continue deeper underground, they find more survivors, including Inho, a man pretending to be a leader. Doja recognizes him from the novel as a traitor. The group learns that a survival fee must be paid every few hours. Doja decides to finish the current stage instead of paying. With Hee-won, Yunsung, Sa, and Gil-young, he explores the dark tunnels. They fight hordes of monsters and face the powerful ground rat warden. During the battle, Doja upgrades his weapon with the White Star Pure Energy and kills the beast, earning treasure for the group. When they return, Inho betrays everyone and attacks Hee-won, revealing his monstrous form. She awakens a new skill and kills his men. Just as Inho escapes, a sniper named G shoots him in the head, ending the stage. G explains that they've crossed into another area and must complete one more stage to leave. The survivors must reach green zones to stay alive, but there are fewer safe spots than people. Pildu, another survivor, controls a VIP area protected by automated guns and charges coins for safety. As chaos breaks out, Doja convinces Pildu to let him in, then destroys the green zone so that no one can rely on it anymore. He tells the survivors that if they had worked together from the start, no one would have died.